Hello guys, welcome back to the channel then. Today we are going to be playing some Ashes cricket for the first time on the channel. And we can see here that we've already gone ahead and we've picked our batsman. Now it's an English batsman we're going to go with. We have gone with a right hand batsman, bowling arm of right. Batting mentality is aggressive because we want to try and play shots and fancy shots at that. Go with a bowling mentality of precise. Now we're going to go in and we're going to select our role as a batsman. We're going to go in as an opening batsman and we're going to go for style number 5 because it has the kind of look of a Brian Lara kind of style to it. So that's what I want. And I'm also going to go for a bit of wrist spin with the bowler, with the bowling aspects of it. I mean, we are a batsman, so we're not really going to be bowling. Now we're going to go in and we're going to edit the skills. So because we are a aggressive batsman, we want to try and put as much as we can into the batting area. So I'm just going to go in now and I'm going to add as much as we possibly can here. We've got quite a few scores. We want to get the footwork to be quite good. We're also going to go in, we're going to go and do the shot types. I'm going to go and put them all on 30 to start with, and we can look to advance them up as we do. So we need to go for the drive. It's going to be one of the big ones. The cut shot is another which we want extra meat into. We want to have the hook and the pull up there as well. We're also going to go for, we'll drop the cut down 10, and then that means we've got 34,000 odd left to play with. So we're going to go in, we're going to add more to that. We're also going to, doesn't let us add any more at all there, so we're going to add a bit more in this end to the defensive role of it. We're going to go and we're going to add a little bit more in the cut department. No, we're not. We're going to add a bit more in the defence, just to try and make it a more rounded player. And for what we've got left, we've added a batsman rating of 40. So probably could have done a bit better there, to be honest, but it's my first time playing the game. We're not going to bother with any of the bowling technique. We're going in as a 37 rated batsman. We're going in as Caucasian, and we'll keep the appearance as it is because, to be honest, we don't really want to be messing around. We're out picking England as our international, and we're going to go all the way down to the bottom, and we're going to pick Warwickshire region. And the closest team to me was personally, it's going to be Solihull, so we're going to go with Solihull, and we're going to add further teams into, I forgot to do that, so that's not good. So I mean, I could have picked loads of local teams but opted not to. So we are now at the career mode part, and we can see here that we've got a rating of 37. We've got Newmarket, Milton Keynes, Abingdon, Leominster and Hereford amongst the teams for today's, well, for this career mode, the start of it. So we're going to advance forward. We've got quite a bit of advancing to do, so join me in a moment when we'll be back and we're going to be ready to play that first game against Abingdon. Right then, so finally, after a lot of simulating through into the future, we are at the first stage of our first game. We have got the game coming up against Abingdon. It's going to be part of the Midlands Shield, and we're going to be playing it on pro difficulty with normal selection difficulty to start with. If we find that it's too easy for us, we can always come back and look to work with that in the future and up the difficulty quite a bit. So going to go in and we're going to play our first game in. So batting difficulty, I'm going to go in at medium. Bowling, I'm going to go in at medium. And fielding, I'm also going to go in at medium. Not too sure what exactly that does at this stage. So then we're going to pick the team. They've got a better side than us. They're rated at 59 to our 54. So I'm expecting this to be a very tough game. Match difficulty is at pro. So let's go in and play that first game. Okay then, so we're on the pitch and we've got a weather delay to start things off in this first game. So we are second in here behind Murad Ebsari.
I've been really looking forward.
So we've got a soft grassy pitch, temperature around 52 to 79 degrees Fahrenheit. The weather is fine, there's 9% chance of rain. Wind is 38 kilometers per hour. Today outlook looks to be quite a bit of cloud around. So we've got the coin toss then for this first game in this Ashes cricket career mode English version. Abingdon, of course, Solihull have won the toss. We've got a green and grassy wicket and we've chosen to bowl first. So this means now that we're going to skip through this because we don't really want to be seeing too much of the bowling aspect considering we are just a batsman. So the Abingdon players come out to bat. Sid Wilkins, right hand bat, will be the first man to face. John Graves with his left arm fast medium, and we're going to skip through because we want to get through as much as we can here. So they've put on 100 and 200 and something odd for 6 now. Good score there from Bibby and also from Worrell, 94 and 104. We've got quite a decent total to chase down, and it's going to be Jamie Taylor, which is us. Tubby Taylor, as he is known to come in. We trail by 380. Has got nothing off that first over. So the field have changed. We're going to be facing our first delivery here in our career mode. Hopefully we're not going to get out here. So that's a decent little shot there played to the field. And we're not going to bother running for that. We probably could have got a single, but I decided not to bother. So we've got good ideal footwork and timing there for that one. So bowler comes in, and Jay Wade for his second delivery here. And it's a cut shot there. And we've got to go for that. We've got to go for the run. We've got to pick up our first single of the career. And we get back down to the other end in good time. Good footwork, good timing, ideal shot choice, which brings Murad Ebsari back into the crease. So coming up to face the next delivery then. And it is bowler comes in at the other end then. And it's a decent shot that. And we've got to go for it. We've got to go for the run here. I think we could come back for 2 if we put our foot on the gas, and we're well away down the other end and get about easy 2 runs there. And we've added another couple to the total. So we've got 5 off 6 so far. The field has been changed around a bit, and I'm conscious of the fact that just waiting for him to drop it in that hole.
Wait on, yes.
And we're going to pick up another single, possibly come back for 2 if we can. Yeah, we're going to go for 2. It's going to be quite tight. We're just going to scrape back for 2. Another couple of runs on the total there. We're 12 without loss here, Solihull, in the early stages of this game. And we've gone for it. We've finally ratcheted one out there. There's a big gap in the field, and I think that's gone all the way for a 4. And that's our first boundary of the career mode, and that went really nicely away on the leg side. Perfect shot, really. Bowler comes in, good length, but nice play across the pads out. 1 bounce, or was it a couple of bounces maybe for 4, and 1, 2, and it rolled nicely there to the boundary. So we're on 11 now off 8 balls. We trail by 364. We've got a lot of work to be doing here today. So, and we've gone for it again. Another big shot, and I think that's gone all the way for 6.
Perfect technique.
And it has actually made it over the rope. Umpire puts his fingers in the air, signals that a 6 has been scored. So Jennings Ballard then comes in with some right arm wrist spin. We're facing some wrist spin. I did a little bit of trialing with this, and I found that I was half decent at facing these. And that has gone all the way to the rope. Thank you very much. Get yourself over to the rope. And Taylor with a big 6, 91 metres. Ideal timing and shots. Comes in with the wrist spin. Good length, to be honest, but we perfectly timed it, and that ball was dispatched into the clouds and all the way over the rope. Beautiful shot that from Taylor, which means they've just put a man back now because they're expecting us to go swinging out there. Gotcha. And it's another good shot. It's not going to go all the way, I don't think, but we're going to come back for a couple. It could just about creep away to 4, but we're going to get 3 runs anyway, and it does actually make it to the boundary, and we move on to 34 without loss now. We're on 28 off 13. We're tipping away really nicely here in the early stages of this game, and we've cracked another one right over the top, and that's gone for 6. Beautiful shot, 92 metres in distance. So 34 off 14, and we've played a good shot there. We're going to go for the single. Plenty of time to get down the other end, and we can let Ebsari take a couple of balls now. Done nothing with it, and we've got another leg spinner coming now. Caratelli now down the other end. So we're going to see what he can do now to us today. So that's a beautiful shot, right in out of the ground, that all the way. Oh no, it does 1 bounce 4. We'll take that though. So we now move on to another touch closer to our first half century in our career. So we're on 39 off 16 here. We're batting really well. Lovely shot there, and we managed to creep away for the single. Good bit of running there. Nice shot there off the pads, and we've whacked it in the air. And it's going to drop down, it's going to bounce. Are they going to be able to get to it? We're already on the way back for the 2 though, and that has gone all the way to the boundary for 4. Lovely shot there from Taylor, high in the air. Fielder nowhere near it. We move on to 40. So Taylor now, the ball comes into him. It's a beautiful shot, swiped away, and that surely does bring up the half century. And the umpire puts his fingers in the air to signal the 6, and with that Taylor has raised his bat in the air. Gets 51 without loss off 20 balls. A strike rate of 255. Beautiful stuff from the Midlander. Tubby Taylor with the shot right the way out of the ground, all the way to 6. And you can see that going into the crowd, into the stands there. Lovely shot indeed. Now, we've started off really well, but I'm conscious of the fact that, you know, we've got quite a big total to chase, so we don't want to be going too mad here. That's a really good shot, and I think that's going to go for 4 more here. And that's a lovely shot indeed. On the offside, work the space, work the angle, through the arms, through it, driven it through the covers, and that was a lovely shot indeed. And it races away. We need to get another 11 fours to get the XP boost, so fingers crossed we can do that today. That's a lovely big shot, and that's gone all the way for 6. Stop chasing that if you are the fielder. 97 metres there for Taylor. We move on to 77 without loss here today, so we've hit 5 out of 16 sixes as well, so the 11 sixes would be nice. If we can do that today with the 4s, that would be wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And I think we might have, oh no, just 1 bounce 4. Just need to be a little bit more less aggressive. I know we are an aggressive batsman, and the idea of the game is to score runs, but nearly got caught out there with that slow delivery. So that's a good shot, and we're going to go for it, and that's going to go very close, I think, to getting to the boundary. But we're going to keep going. We're going to come back for 3, which is easily done here. So we get back for the easy 3.
Wait on.
And finally, we have given it away with a ridiculously aggressive shot. Caratelli with the leg spin, the left arm, and Jeffrey with the catch. And we've thrown the wicket away there. We just went for too aggressive a shot. We should have just played it a lot better, but we live and learn. That's a decent first, not that, 65 in our first game. So you can see the ball coming down the track here, and ball goes in the air straight into the arms of the waiting fielder. Didn't really get the connection we'd hoped for, and we've been caught out. It's the first wicket to go, so we're going to skip through now. We need to try and get some runs, and we can see here that McCalman is putting on a good score, as is Bull, but they are still well ahead. We're into the second innings now, and Abingdon are doing quite well. Dennis now moving very close towards his 100, and it looks like we've got a big total to get here. So we're in the second innings now. Ebsari's going to face the first ball of it, which we will show you first of all. And we can see now it's Ebsari with the shot. Lovely stroke that.
Yep.
And we're going to take a single. Taylor now to face the next ball. So we've got a target of 333 to get here. So fingers crossed we were able to do that.
Yes.
And we're going to start things off there with a lovely possible 4 there. Unless they manage to chase it down on the boundary. It's looking possible, but they don't get there, and it does go for 4. So
Waiting. Yep.
it's a good shot though. We've managed to find the space in the field, and we're definitely going to attempt the 2 here, and we're going to come back in plenty of time. Oh, thought we had a bit of overthrows there, but there was a man covering that, so we moved on for 8 off 5 in this first second innings, shall we say. And that's another good shot. Found the space again, and it looks like that one could get all the way to the fence. I think we're going to get a 4 here, guys. And it does make it all the way to the fence. We've got 4 runs there. Another 4 to the total. Lovely. Rolled across the grass like a snooker table all the way to the fence. So the bowler comes in for another delivery.
Wait on. Yes.
And we're going to go for a possible 2 if we can. Oh, good arm there from the fielder, and we do get back in plenty of time for the 2. And we've connected in space, and that should go all the way to the boundary for 4. There is 2 fielders on the chase, but it's moving too fast, and we do get another 4 runs. So that's 24 runs on the total. Or 20 runs on the total. Keep getting confused with that. Let me know if you enjoyed this episode, guys, by leaving a like on the video down below if you are.
Yep.
And we're going to come for the single there. Good run in there from the batsman. Yeah, so yeah, leave a like on the video down below if you are enjoying it. Let me know in the comment section down below if you'd like to see anything in particular from this career mode. This is one of the very few English career modes. There's a few lads doing some Aussie stuff. Some really good content out there at the moment as well. So it's nice to be able to add to that. Bowler comes in again. And we've put it straight into the gap, and that's wonderful shot placement there from Taylor. And that races all the way to the fence for 4. Lovely shot placement indeed. That brings up the 36 now for us. So we're on to 26 off 16. So it's Oja now coming over to Taylor. And we've played a high shot in the air, and there's no one over there. And we've managed to get it to drop. 1 bounce, roll into the fence for 4. That puts Taylor on 30, I believe. We've hit 10 out of 16 fours, 30 off 19 balls to add to our 65 in the first innings. Absari has moved on to 10, which means we are now 41 without loss. So it is Oja now into Taylor. We've got a bit of space here, particularly on the leg side, which we're going to look to exploit, and we just managed to get that drop. Need to be careful there not to give the wicket away again. We've got a target of 3-3-3 to get, and I'm conscious of the fact they are a better side, so we need to try and stay in as long as we can here.
Yes.
That's a lovely shot. Should be 2 runs in this if we can get back to the crease, which we've got plenty of time to do it, and we do get the 2 runs which we require. So Taylor moves on to 32 in our chase for 3-3-3. Oh, and that's well away from that. Well away from that. Try it again. It's a beautiful shot. We found the space that we were looking for the first time, and surely that is going to make it to the fence. Oh, maybe not. They've managed to... No, it has actually made it to the fence. Umpire signals the 4. And we've got a 50 partnership up there from 64 balls. Taylor has put on majority of that, and we can see the ball here racing away to the boundary for 4. Slowing up quite a bit towards the end, but it does manage to make the fence just as the fielder closes in, just in time as he goes to grab it. Now, we've got quite a big target to get here, so I'm conscious of the fact we need to try and score as good as we can. And that's up in the air, and it's a poor shot, really, to be honest, I've got to say. Oja with the ball. We've played it high into the air, but there's nobody out there to stop us, so that's going to race all the way to the boundary for 4. And that puts Taylor now very close to a 50, I believe, and it's definitely in his high to mid 40s. Okay then, so the bowler comes in into Taylor, and it's a good shot in the air. Oh no, it's not, and the fielder has picked the ball up with a beautiful catch, and that sees Taylor go for 43, closing in on his 50. Worrell with the catch off the bowling of Oja, and in truth it was a poor shot. Poor shot selection. We can see here that Oja steaming into the crease. The delivery is good. Taylor very late on it. Puts the ball high into the air, right into the hands of the fielder, who takes a good 2-handed catch, throws the ball up into the air. And that is the end of Taylor's innings. Now, are we going to be able to win this first match? Taylor walking back to the pavilion. So we're going to proceed. And that brings in Giles next with Absari. Brian Giles. And we've got 3-3-3 to get. And they seem to be picking up. And that is it, guys. So our first match here in this Ashes career mode has ended in a draw, owing mostly to bad weather, which has restricted play a bit.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Man of the match, Robbie Worrell, who did really well with that beautiful catch. He did well in the first innings with the ball, also picking up 2 for 14. Taylor, 65 in the first innings, 43 in the second innings, which, to be honest, isn't a bad start by any standards, but I'm hoping we can really press things on in the next episode. So let's have a look then. Let's see where we are. So in terms of rewards, we have picked up a match result of 40,000 CXP, a performance bonus of 10 CXP. So we've got 8,000 to spend here. And what are we going to spend it on? So we're going to put an extra into the cut. We're going to add a bit more into the hook and pull, and we are also going to add a bit more into the glance as well, and the sweep we can have a bit, and we're also going to add an extra one into the defence, and we might as well add one into the special shots, which leaves us with 30 skill points left. So we're going to go back now. So hope you enjoyed today's episode. Remember to leave a like on the video down below if you have. If you're new to the channel, remember to hit that subscribe button, and you will see me again tomorrow for episode 2 of this Ashes Cricket career mode.